together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. It could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a pet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Inda Festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over
Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Indeed, good morning to you, one and all, and welcome to the beauty of today. Today's Thursday, the 4th of June, 2026, and I'm Pearson Bowen. Honor to really be the first voice you hear for some of you, and perhaps not, but nonetheless, I wish you a beautiful today. Make the most of what time is given to you. To those of you watching us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, or our website, cbc.bb, also wish a very special good morning to you as well. Thank you for sharing the show. You do so, we see it, and we encourage you to do even more today. Share the show. Have your conversation, have conversation with us as well, and we thank you. And of course, if you know of something that we have to talk about, or someone whose story you believe we should talk about, because you do know about it, tell us about it. We'll be happy to follow up for you. Just send us an email. That email address is right there at the bottom of your screen. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Send it. We'll follow through, and then you keep watching, because we'll bring that piece of magic just to you. But welcome to today. Here's hoping you have a most terrific Thursday. We have a lot to share with you today. As a matter of fact, today we'll be discovering the world through language. The Barbados Language Centre is inviting you to take the journey with them, but of course they're making a stop during the summer holidays with a summer camp for children. We'll give you details about that in just a little while. We'll also be taking a look at the linguistic atlas. I know when you think of your geography, you see the atlas, you see the shape of the world, the shape of different continents and so forth. But there is a linguistic atlas. What does that atlas tell us about ourselves and how movement of language has happened over time? We'll delve into that with the University of the West Indies. Do you still find it odd to see a woman handling a truck? I'm being so serious. Do you still find that strange to see? Well, if it is so for you, this morning we will debunk that, because we'll meet one such woman who handles a truck when she comes by to spend some time with us today. A man who we know very well has been traveling the world and traveling the Caribbean in particular, and so we want to get his Caribbean view. What has he seen? Where has he been? What's the similarities? What are some of the differences? And just the beauty of the region he'll share with us through his lens when he joins us in just a little while right here on the couch in Mornin Barbados. We've heard about the Abogar Group and the phenomenal work they've been doing in Barbados, but what else do you know about them? They will talk to us a little bit about that too when we meet with the founder of the Abogar Group. And before the day is done, we'll share with you about the annual walk and run against gun violence and how you can be a part. So stick around, there's a lot to get to. We'll take a break here and we get going right after from the showroom of Inchcape Barbados in Warrens.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Calypso Legacy, culture unfiltered, and CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the crop over and summer vibe.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fete. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real and
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
You just saw the view from above of the beautiful area here in Warrens, where we're located at Inchcape Barbados. We'll be here for a little while. Of course, as I keep reminding you, the doors for your custom will open at 7:30 this morning, bright and early, and they'll close around 4:30. But of course, they won't rush you through the process because there's so many brands, so many opportunities for you to own a brand of your choice as well. But I want to encourage you to come see what the Suzuki Across, the GLX, X meaning extra, what that offers as well. And in your knowing about it, you get a chance through the crop over season to win with us one of those vehicles. So good luck to all of you. Let's turn our attention now to An operation that started at the Barbados Community College in 1981, and ever since then they've been designed to help us develop our proficiency in the use of foreign language. I am so basic, secondary school level, and that was it. Sat the exam and put that aside in both Spanish and French. But they're saying to all of us, hey, listen, take language quite seriously. It's the way the world communicates. And so joining us this morning to talk a little bit more about their operations and a wonderful summer camp coming up for children is next to me, Mariko Gill, who is an instructor in English as a foreign language. I love it. Also Spanish and French. Lana Evans, who's a tutor in French, Spanish, and the same English as a foreign language, and one of their first-year students in Amari Gibson. Welcome to all of you.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Lana, I'm
us.
going to start with you because I want to look at the Language Center for just a little while. We know that there are pockets of schools that do this, but for a lot of people, they still don't know about the existence of the Language Center at the Barbados Community College. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, at the Language Center, we have a range of courses. We have three main categories. We have the Associate Degree Program, which is the one I think most people know. That's what Amari is doing. And we offer majors in French, Spanish, Italian, and German. So for Italian and German, there's no prior knowledge required because naturally we don't study that at secondary school. But for French and Spanish, we do have a prerequisite. So you need to have a CXC degree, certificate. But even if you don't, we're offering something new this year. We're offering a foundation course, a foundation year. So if you have no knowledge of French or Spanish, you can still come, do the year, and then you will be able to enter our associate degree program.
Does that year end with certification? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. so if you didn't get your certificate in English or Spanish at school,
yes,
you can still get it now.
Yes, or even if you did and it might be a bit shaky, you can still come and do your year and then enter our program.
Yeah, I'm on the shaky ground, so I should really come do my year at the Language Center. And so you exist for that purpose. That's what you do. And what's the value of being multilingual?
Well, I'll let Mariko answer that question because she has lots of things to say about
it. Tell me.
Yes, there are so many beautiful advantages of being multilingual. From a personal perspective, it gives you an opened mind because from my experience, Pearson, I've noted that language learning is more than just a collection of words. It's an understanding and awareness of what culture is. When you can reach the heart of the people, you really can reach them in a truly unique way. And of course, there are opportunities to use languages in diplomacy. We live on a Caribbean island, therefore tourism, international business. Many of our neighbors are foreign speaking, and it is not uncommon these days to hear someone saying, oh, I think I'll be going to Panama, or I've been to Panama, or a neighboring island or country. So the opportunities for language learning are vast. And we are encouraging as many people as possible to delve into that world, understanding also that it is not because I know that there's a misconception at times that language learning can be difficult. But I would prefer to say, much like any other skill that you would hone, language learning requires effort and consistency.
Yes.
If you're wanting to master your craft. And therefore, over time, people have found that language learning might not be as difficult as they anticipated with a bit of practice.
We still need to work on English. Well, English is our first language. There's still a lot to do. So yes, some people still have a challenge basically with understanding the syntax and so forth of language. But this is something that you do all the time. And while you focus a lot on English as a foreign language, there's lots of similarities in the way language is constructed, I suppose. So let's talk a little bit about that and why that understanding the basics where that's concerned help you then to master the other not so basic.
Yes. I always encourage my students and people who are keen on learning foreign languages to try to express themselves in simple ways. There are many, many languages around the world. Some use the clicking sound, some use a variety of methods in order to express themselves. And if it is one thing I think we can all agree on, is the fact that language constantly evolves. Look how even with English, we've moved from Shakespearean proper English
the Queen's
to
English.
the Queen's English to now we are speaking in acronyms.
Yes.
So language is constantly evolving, and we just encourage people to express themselves in simple ways, right? Once you understand the basics, then that can give you the confidence that you need to speak with clarity and make yourself enjoy a meaningful experience.
And is that why you were there, Amari? You understood the basics and you wanted to have that meaningful, enjoyable experience?
Well, I wouldn't say understood the basics. I think this program has helped me to start to build on those fundamentals, not only. I really started September 2025.
Oh, just last year?
Yeah, just last year. I started with Spanish, and Spanish was pretty strong after doing it in secondary school, and I built on it throughout the summer vacation. But I started German and Italian for the first time, as Miss Evans said, and it wasn't easy, especially German. Everybody knows that German is just one of those languages. We as English speakers see it as a bit backwards to how we speak in English. But it has been a fantastic experience so far. I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of native speakers. And I said before that we as language students, we know that if you don't use it, you lose it all the time. So I love to talk. And I think it works perfect for me with personality and languages. And those opportunities just have given me the ability to open up a bit more. And as the teacher said, just get to connect with people on a different level.
Is that your purpose for doing this, or to connect with people on a different level, or do you have another career trajectory that you're on?
Well, I think that's the heart of it, to connect with people, but I know that it could open a lot of opportunities and a lot of doors to a lot of different careers. And recently I've been thinking about interpretation and translation. As I said, we are very dependent on tourism here in Barbados. So you will go to the mall, you will go in town, now you will but a lot of Spanish speakers, French speakers, and I was able to put that into play, that language skills. And every time I meet somebody on the street, like, hey, buenos, hablas español, me gustaría hablar contigo. It's always,
what did you just say?
I said, do you speak Spanish?
Okay.
I would really like to speak with you.
Okay.
And I've started to meet a bit more Germans, and what this program has helped me to do was build on my confidence. Because we have a lot of native speakers or near native teachers as well. So I build on my confidence at school, and I get to put it into place into everyday life.
Fantastic. And so, Lana, this is what it's about, the Language Center. It helps us to come to one space where we together can learn, experience, and develop the muscle for understanding the cadence of each of the languages that we're learning, and how to then communicate and put it into life and practice. So what else do you provide for the students? Not just the theory, but what else do the students get to experience while they're in the Language Center?
Well, let me mention our English as a foreign language program during the day. It was last year we had students that came to Barbados from Colombia, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Togo, Madagascar, from all over. And those are the people that Amari is talking about. Apart from the random people that he speaks to in the street, at the college we already have native speakers from different languages. So when you come and you learn a language, you're also able to interact in real time with real people. So it comes off the paper, it comes out of the classroom. And we also do interactive activities to get students to mingle. And you mentioned spaces. Let me say we also have online spaces, because our evening classes, which are for adults, so when you come back and you want to do your French or your Spanish in the evening at beginners or intermediate level, we have flexible classes, so we can do some face-to-face, we can do some online, it depends. Or even English as a foreign language. If you know people who live here who don't speak English as their first language, they can come to the college at a very reasonable price and do evening classes.
In other words, it's absolutely convenient, and there's no excuse for you being better at learning another language indeed. But the sooner you begin the process of engaging in foreign languages, the easier it is for you to adapt. And it's easier for younger children to be more flexible in this. And so I know you're having a summer camp coming up, Mariko. Let's talk a little bit about that and who you're targeting.
Yes. So this year, for the first time, the Barbados Language Center is delighted to be able to host a Camp Bravo. The aim of the...
Say it in Italian. Bravo. Well done, Mary, yes.
Yes, the aim of the summer initiative is to welcome campers between the ages of 6 and 16 to the Barbados Community College to participate in an interactive and immersive language learning and culture experience. Activities will start on July the 6th and will go down to August the 7th.
Yeah, 1 month.
1 month.
Is it every single day?
Yes.
Okay.
Not weekends.
Not weekends. Yes.
Yes. So every day from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., campers will have the opportunity to make a choice of up to two languages if they would like. French, Spanish, or Italian will be offered. And as was mentioned earlier, they will have the unique opportunity to interact with native and near native speakers. There will be a plethora of activities for them to engage in, which will enable them to enhance their language learning as well as the general overall experience. Because ultimately, we want our students to come and enjoy, make wonderful memories at the camp.
Camp Bravo.
At Camp Bravo.
Yes.
That's right. On Thursdays, they can look forward to planned.
Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Interesting in Spanish and Italian.
Yes.
But on
Thursdays.
Thursdays, there are scheduled excursions which would enable them to further their language learning skills outside of the classroom. So there will be planned visits to various locations on the island, and they'll be able to see how they can put into practice in real time the language learning skills.
I love it. It's very interactive, very fun. And I'll have to shrink myself, but for those who are 6 to 16 years old, how does one register to be a part of the camp?
We have 3 avenues. The Barbados Language Center has a page on Instagram, and that is just that, Barbados Language Center. You can reach out to us by email, blc@bcc.edu.bb. And we also have a WhatsApp number. So for anyone who is interested, and we hope that as many as possible are able to join us, you can reach out to us on those platforms, and we'd be happy to provide you with any further information.
If you look at your screen now, everybody, you'll see what we're just talking about here. The contact details, how to register is right there. The Instagram, and no Instagram, well, call 230-8660 or send that email to blc@bcc.edu.bb. Indeed, it runs from the 6th until the 7th of August, and 8:30 till about 4:30 each day. But it's going to be a wonderful moment in time at Camp Bravo, because you get a chance. I love it. Thank you for that, Amari. You get a chance not just to interact with the language, but the culture. And when you immerse yourself in culture, it becomes so much easier then to adapt and add yourself to the language.
Certainly.
And that's what is designed to be able to do, whether you're cooking Italian dinner or preparing something in German or building out something in French or Spanish. Look at that. It's one big camp for children. And I think for those of you little ones who are just at first form, in particular at secondary school, and you know for the very first time engaging in foreign languages, this is a camp you need to engage in. So I want to encourage your parents. Is there a cost to registration?
Yes. That information can be provided for them once they contact. And one thing to note is that you can either pay the fee up front, but there's also an avenue where you can make a weekly registration. Yes.
There's a payment plan as well, so don't be daunted by whatever that cost is. It's affordable nonetheless, but you reach out and you get some more information as soon as possible. Of course, if you as a teenager wants to register, you have to get your parents' consent.
Certainly.
All of that is important. Do I come with anything? Do I walk with my pencil, paper? Or is that all provided for me?
You can, we encourage parents to please pack the essentials for their children, their young ones. That includes maybe water, if they have any medication, or lunch. But other than that, all other materials we provided for them.
Okay, good. I have one candidate, so when I get home, I'm going to definitely enroll him. His name is Christopher, so look out for that indeed. But you know, Lana, this is tremendous amount of work that you are doing at the Language Center. Again, there's ignorance about it for some people, but it exists, and it exists to help us to become a whole lot more proficient in the use of foreign languages. And we see more and more on labels, and more from the lips of people who are interacting with us as a tourist destination. So I know you would want to remind people of, again, how we can register to be a part of the course.
Well, you can, if you need more information, you can call our office. You can go through the PBX at the college and then go to our office. Or you can also look on our website. You can Google, and you can find the Barbados Community College website and get more information on it.
Indeed.
But can I also mention that apart from teaching, we have other services. which the community may be aware of, like translation services, translation of documents, and conference interpreting. And also, if you have a business and you want your employees to learn the language, we can tailor a course for you and we can come to you, or we can do it online.
Oh, I'll have you come to me. Indeed. I know, Marika, you have to thank some people as well.
Yes, we do have some sponsors that we would like to express our appreciation to on this occasion. Our platinum sponsors, the Sandy Lane Charitable Trust, or a silver tier sponsors, Williams Industries and the Fairmont Royal Pavilion. We want to thank them so much for their contribution toward making this event possible.
Amari, give me one reason why we should sign up.
One reason, to connect with the world and to connect more with Barbados. We live in a tourism-driven industry, and I think it's something that we get to know people on a deeper level.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Right, Mariko Gill, who is an instructor, Lana Evans, who is a tutor, and Amari, a first-year student indeed. Thank you so very much for joining us this morning. And we wish you well with the registration for Camp Bravo 2026. And I really hope that many, many children do show up and engage in a very meaningful way as we build a society that's far more lingual in many, many languages as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, Chris.
You're welcome, you're welcome. We're back from the showroom at Inchcape Barbados right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your cropover and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living cropover across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Cropover Live, Cropover Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Cropover Legends, Into Festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Cropover Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Cropover and Summer Vibe.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who's really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a line. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real Andy.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends in the festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered, and CBC News is on the ground for
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
I absolutely love the aerial view of this location where we are here in Warrens. Right here, you got the shot to yourself, but of course, you can now make the trek down to the Inchcape warehouse right here at Warrens to see for yourself the range of vehicles and brands that they have. There is a vehicle just for you. But continue our conversation on languages. We want to look now at the linguistic map of the Caribbean. Did you know that it existed? Or do you know what that map looks like? What does that map tell us about us? Indeed, and so that's part of a project being put on by the University of the West Indies. And we're joined by Dr. Jason Siegel, who is their research fellow in lexicography and director of the Richard and Jeanette Alsop Center. Good morning. Good to see you again, Jason.
Good morning. Nice to be back.
Good, right. And coming in from the William and Mary in Virginia, USA University is Dr. Iyabo Ushipem. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Thank you so very much. You're the Director of Africana Studies there as well. And with me is from Barbados, Kimani Jordan, who is a student of computer science, but he's a student volunteer as part of this project as well. And also from the William and Mary is Caroline Reed, who is also a student volunteer. To each of you, good morning again. Jason, context. What's this project about?
So this is a project that we are getting started. We're hoping to do it over the next 30 years. We're going around the Caribbean to map the variation of how people say certain things that are part of our everyday reality, things like akis and roti and all sorts of things, to see how people not only in Barbados say it, but Trinidad, Cuba, Haiti, and so on, to really get a sense of what we share and how differences manifest themselves around the region.
What do you think is the reason for those differences?
Well, we know a lot of the reasons. Different people coming to the region, different people who are indigenous in different parts of the region, different naming strategies. Sometimes we name things that are familiar from back home. That's how Aki in Barbados got its name. Sometimes we name things based on a property of it. If you If you try to name Aki in Panama, it's going to be how you eat it, mamon, which means how you suck the flesh off the pit. And then sometimes you just come up with something original yourself. So there's all sorts of reasons why these things will differ.
I think it's so interesting because language moves with movement, but as it moves with everything, if you're moving a cupboard, for instance, it gets bumped. It's not the same when it gets there. There's a slight variation to it, and with every move, it alters in some kind of way. I love you to discover patient X, so to speak. Who was it that first moved from there to there and took with them their language, their culture, and so forth? And so, how does this project start? Where does it start to map out of this movement?
So, do you want to take this one?
Sure. So the project really looks at how we use language based on our culture, based on our identity. So we started when we met about 8 years ago, and we got interested in creating an atlas. I am trained as a linguistic atlas researcher, and Dr. Jason is trained as a sociolinguist. And when we met, I brought students here from William and Mary about 8 years ago, and we were just sitting and talking after we met at the Lexicography Center, and this project just developed, largely because we wanted to bring the American students into the UE environment and get them involved in the research process, as well as bringing in the UE students into the process. So that's how the project started.
What do you see to be the benefits for your students from William and Mary?
It's unimaginable benefits. I teach a course called Language in the Caribbean or something like that. I can't remember the title. And many students on campus take it. It is our course. I can't remember the title. And I introduce them to language and culture of the Caribbean region. As a sociolinguist, I'm interested in how language varies. So my students took my course, and then I got excited because Dr. Siegel and I had this project, so we decided to bring our students here. And once our students got here, everything I taught them in our class became real, right? So many of the students who have taken my class have never been to the Caribbean, have never really been outside of the U.S. quite often, and they don't know what it means to experience a Caribbean-like environment, both linguistically, culturally, and every other way. So our students just get here and they see things that they've read in books or they've seen on TV, and they can experience it firsthand.
In Virginia, is there a strong Caribbean connection?
Yes, funny enough. It depends on how you define the Caribbean. So my family is from Bermuda, and there's a very strong connection between Bermuda and Jamestown, Yorktown, Virginia. But there's a connection throughout the Caribbean, with Virginia, the eastern part of the U.S., particularly Barbados. Barbados, during enslavement, Barbadians, or people who were brought to Barbados, were also brought to places in the U.S., like in the Sea Islands of Georgia. So throughout the African diaspora, the connections are incredibly strong. Like the populations came from generally the same region and just dispersed. So therefore, they took their language and their culture with them. So the connections are there.
So in coming to Barbados and exploring what we do and how we talk, how we relate one with the other, our customs, what have you found what similarities have you found to your experience in Virginia?
Well, if you have an hour, I can talk to you much longer, but I don't think we have that much time. The similarities of language throughout the African diaspora, the reality is these languages are very structurally the same. We have some of the same grammatical structures, some of the same words that we use, some of the phrases that we use, but we also do things entirely differently. So for example, in Barbados, it's pretty normal to call people by their last name with, Mr. or Mrs. In the U.S., that's not so much the case, right? So these cultural differences are significant, although sometimes they seem minor, but they can make or break relationships. So bringing students here, talking about, cultural norms in the U.S. and then experiencing here and this is an amazing opportunity for them to see how things are different, but also the same.
Carolyn, that brings me to you then. Your decision to be a part of this project, what led to that?
So I had the privilege of taking Professor Oshiapem's class my freshman year, and it's to this day, I'm a rising senior now, and it's one of the most fascinating classes that I've ever taken. My mom is from the Caribbean, she's from Jamaica, so I had a little bit of personal connection there, but it was really interesting getting to learn about language from a linguistic lens, and I think it teaches you so much about culture and how we interact with one another, and just the way that different communities are shaped. And it's been a wonderful opportunity because reading about a place on a page is very different than actually like being with it, being with the people and really interacting. And so it's been really fascinating.
The most interesting thing thus far, what's that?
The most interesting thing.
You want some time to think about it? I'll give you some time to think about it. That's all right. But you, Kimani, you're the man who knows the lay of the land. Let's talk a little bit about your role in all of this project as well. And what have you found?
Well, I have found that we as Barbadians tend to use terms contextually. It really lays heavily on the definition and how we use in the situation to express our feeling and our stance on what we're talking about. So that is stuff that the William and Mary students and Dr. Oshiepem would not understand, and that is where I would come in and...
Or you give context, you explain to them what that term or those phrases mean.
Yes.
So what have you had to explain to them? No curse words?
No, it's like, so actually yesterday we were having a big whole dissertation about it. It was like between a Stoops and like the kissing of the teeth, to say like if you hear like so say you would say like, okay, I can go and do this thing tomorrow. I go, in fact, that don't make no sense. So you see when I say
right. Did you understand him just now?
No.
And that is also a part of the project as well. So we build greater understanding and appreciation for the way we say certain things. Sometimes the emphasis we place on certain words and the like. And so, Jason, this maps all of that.
Yes. So we have a certain number of words that, based on my intellectual forebears, Richard and Jeanette Alsop, for whom my center is named, we looked at the variation that they captured in their dictionaries and picked the words that we knew very most across the region, and we picked them to interview people about. So we have Bajans interviewing other Bajans, and as we move around the region, it will be person from region X interviewing another person from region X. Yes. So it will be conversations among peers within communities so that you get the most natural answers, and then we do an interview with them, and we also ask them the names for certain individual fruits. I think we have a map of Aki that has that is kind of our proof of concept, and I don't know if that's going to be
they'll listen to us.
Right. So as we look around, you will see Aki here in Barbados, but also in places like St. Vincent. You'll see Canepa and its related forms like Guinnep, which are popular in places like Jamaica and St. Bart and Puerto Rico. You'll see, there it is. So as you look around, you see all these little dots. Now this is our proof of concept map. So this is done from dictionaries rather than from our interviews. But when it's up, and you can actually click on this at tinyurl.com/GinnepMap. So it is interactive. There's another map that comes up of Trinidad if we have that to go. But you'll be able to click on the map and get some information about about where the word comes from, about what the word is, what language it's in, because some Caribbean countries have multiple languages in them, and you'll even be able to see sign languages. So even the word for Aki in sign languages differs in Trinidad, which is versus Grenada, which is So it's variation in every language exists, and you'll be able to even hear people pronounce these things. That is the ultimate goal. And the concept map, unfortunately, it's me pronouncing most of them. So it is just a concept to get people to understand how it works.
Yes.
All of our real maps, I think we might have one of Barbados Cherry as well to show people. The real maps done from the interviews that our volunteers are carrying out, those will be the actual words from the actual Bajan people or station people or Dominicans.
So tinyurl.com/GinnepMap.
Guinep. G-U-I-N-E-P.
We don't use that word.
Oh,
here.
I know. But I hope that people know, people will recognize it.
So that's where you go. You interact with the conversation there through language. And of course, if you have to input into this, we can feel free to reach out to you to share our...
Yeah, you would reach out to me. I know my name has been up there. So it's jason.siegel@uwi.edu. People can reach out to me if they want to be interviewed. They won't be able to put their information directly into the map, but we will gladly have people come to us and say, please interview me.
Of course. As Jason said at the beginning, this is going on for the next 30 years. So
or more.
Or more. Forgot that part. That's right. They'll continue to work, indeed. So good to meet each of you. And I think this is a fascinating map that we want to explore to get a better sense of movement of time and people and how things have changed or not changed over time, and the passion behind whatever created that change as well. We can't wait to find out what the outcome will be in the as time goes by. Jason, Dr. Iabo, Kimani, and Carolyn, thank you so much.
May I say one more thing,
Sure,
please?
yes.
I'd like to wish my nephew, Jeremiah, a happy birthday.
Jeremiah, happy birthday to you indeed. 4th of June, congratulations indeed. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're back from Inchcape in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the crop over and summer vibe.
Cropover lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Cropover Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, should I say nothing? So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a lion. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real Andy.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the showroom of Inchcape Barbados here in Warrens, that's where we are this Thursday morning. And so we meet some interesting young people now, I'm telling you for real. I asked you at the top of the show whether or not, how do you feel about a woman handling a truck? Is it possible? You better believe it, because one such is with me. I also asked you at the top of the show about what's your view of the Caribbean? We take a view of the Caribbean through the lens and the eyes of a Caribbean man himself. So I'm joined by Rashina.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rashina, truck driver, and Carlos, the cameraman. Good morning, both of you, indeed.
Good morning.
Rashina, handling a truck. What got you involved in loving a truck? And I'll tell you why I asked that question. Okay. We have a gentleman working with me, right? On his socials, when we started this broadcast, he says, on his social, where's Brown? Brown asked the question on his stream. I wonder if people up here say, what is truck? Would he drive it? Yeah. and left the question open there. I don't know who's responded, but I will say for myself, no.
Why not?
That's your question?
Yeah, why not?
You saw how massive that thing is?
Yeah, but why not? You can still try it at some point in life.
No. What about trucks you like so much?
Changing gears. Definitely changing gears. That's the exciting part about it. Yeah.
That's the noise that you like to hear?
Yes.
Wow. So who got you into this? Or were you just observing people?
Actually, I honestly cannot remember. It's something that naturally came. I just wanted to do everything that guys do to show that women can actually do it
too.
And sometimes a lot better than the guys.
Really now?
Yes.
Really
and I'm very confident with that.
Okay,
yes.
So have you tested yourself against some of the guys?
Yes, of course.
And were you better than the guys?
Yes, of course.
What made it better?
Well, my driving skills, of course. My driving skills, of course. And yeah, the truck I drive actually tend to challenge a lot of guys. So me being able to drive that truck really proves how good I am.
Describe this truck you drive. A little carrier?
No, I drive a 10-wheeler. This is a Mack
truck. 10-wheeler?
Yes, please.
Would I see you on the road?
Yes, definitely you will see me on the road. It's a dump truck.
So what do you carry in your truck?
Material. So I carry like marl and stone and stuff to different work sites and to customers and so.
So when the road is wet, you don't get a little nervous?
No, not at all.
When you have to climb a hill, you don't get a little nervous?
No. Once you know your truck.
And your truck knows you?
Yes.
Indeed. So how many years have you been doing this now?
I started when I was 18 and I'm 31 now.
Oh, little girl.
Yeah.
So for a little while?
Yes, please.
Wow, well done, girl. Would you consider at any time going into some kind of, other than with your mates at work, some kind of regional competition on truck driving?
Definitely like to try it out, as in go to like Canada and stuff for the bigger trucks. Wow. For sure.
You're bold.
Yes,
I'm going to have to live my life through you, watching what you do.
But I still want you to try it.
I am not doing
Even
it.
if you just get in it and sit down to see how it feels up there.
I don't like manuals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you don't have to drive it, just to try it out.
I don't like manuals.
Okay, I understand.
I see, stubborn, right? He's
yes.
real stubborn. Carlos, you have been, I think, almost everywhere in the Caribbean.
Yes.
What is it that drives you to take the lens and travel and see the Caribbean?
Well, Mornin Barbados. First of all, is a love for traveling and having a love for seeing different islands and different cultures.
Yes.
And I can be honest, right? And food too.
I like your honesty.
I love food.
Yes.
So every different island and people have different cultures, different cuisines, different ways of how similarities, but different ways of how they do things.
So what's been the most interesting experience you've had in your travels of the region?
I would say a few years ago, cricket. I would say cricket.
What happened at cricket?
What happened at cricket
is that a story you can share?
Actually, you know what? I think
you should not.
I shouldn't share that.
But where was this game?
This was in Guyana.
In Guyana.
Yeah.
Cricket in Guyana.
Oh man, listen. They eat, breathe, sleep cricket.
Yeah.
between them and Trinidad, I think Guyanese love it more.
And what about Barbados? So does Barbados compare?
Barbados, yeah, we do love cricket,
We love it most.
but
We don't.
listen, having been in the stadium in Guyana, I see how passionate these people are about cricket. Right, it's a whole different level.
Wow. You've been to my favorite place in the world, St. Kitts and Nevis.
Oh, that is lovely.
You do too? You feel the same way?
Oh, that is lovely.
Why do you feel that way?
It's something about St. Kitts that is just a lovely vibe.
Yeah.
You know, seeing the landscape, driving around the island, the food. I think they have really good soil. Because if you into ground foods like myself, I mean the sweet potatoes, they are the best I've had in the Caribbean.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
Really nice.
Rashina, would you go to St. Kitts and Nevis? Have you ever
Yes,
been?
I've never been. I would definitely go.
Listen, they have mountains. These are hills. These are mountains to travel.
Okay.
Do you think you can handle a mountain in your truck?
Yes.
Rashina, you seem a little too confident for me.
No, I am very confident.
You're very confident over
Yeah.
your 15 years or so driving a truck that you can handle any situation, any environment.
Yes.
What does your mother think about you driving a truck?
She prays.
She gives you praise? Or
Yes.
she just every
She
day?
pray
Lord,
every
take
day.
her there safely.
Yes.
Lord, may she
She
return.
She prays, but she definitely knows that I can handle myself.
But you can handle yourself?
Yes.
Wow. So in deciding to take this as your career then, I mean, did anybody try to stop you?
Not that I can remember, you know. No, but I believe when something is for you, it's for you. So that was my goal, and I went for it. So I honestly cannot remember if someone tried to stop me.
Carlos, you hold the same view. If something is for you, that it's for you.
Yeah.
And that you've lived your life behind the lens. You've been capturing and sharing and filming and
telling
directing and
stories,
all of
yeah.
those kinds of things.
Yeah.
What got you into what you do?
All right, so basically, I would say that when I finished school, I had signed up for the Polytechnic, and I was supposed to do mechanical engineering.
Oh, what a difference.
Yeah, because I really wanted to be an engineer. I did the exam, passed, had an interview. No, I read the form as July 14th. The interview was June 14th.
Oh my goodness.
So when the interview had gone.
Yes.
So when I called up to see, well, if I can get a late interview for the class, I was told that the class full already. So they told me to, apply next year. I was home for an entire year, and while I was home, a good friend of my mom, he asked, what am I doing? And I said, nothing. So he said he has a friend, I will call his name, which is Erskine Calendar. He will be Don Lisa's dad.
Yes, the late Erskine.
The late Erskine, may he rest in peace. I met him, and he brought me on to his company, and he taught me certain things. And when it was time for me to reapply for the Polytechnic, I told my mother, nah, I'm staying here.
Yeah, you're past that.
I'm past that.
Did you bring anything to show to our audience about where you've been and some of the exciting things you've done? Carlos, say yes.
Yes.
Carlos, say
yes.
Okay. So can we share with the people now so I can begin to see it for myself? I haven't seen yet where Carlos has been and what Carlos has brought to share with us. So can we? All right. While they get that together, back to Miss China. So what's your next goal for yourself? Have you set any?
Yeah, to drive a bigger truck.
So what size truck? That's so big. You drive a 10-wheeler.
Yeah, so I want to do 18.
18?
I want to truck and trailer.
We don't drive that here in Barbados, do we?
Yes.
18-wheelers?
Yeah, so you got the container trucks, for example.
Oh, those ones?
Yeah.
You mean the ones that to the Portville?
Yeah.
Those are 18-wheelers?
Some of the ones that are going to the port and stuff like that.
How do you handle, let's say you're driving, I know if I get a flat tire, we hear flat, 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 and the car, it just feels funny. How would you recognize when something is amiss with your vehicle?
You mean in terms of missing the gear or so?
But it's missing the gear.
Of course, the vehicle definitely notifies you. And then as a driver, you are like synced with your vehicle, so you will definitely know the difference. Yeah.
Well, that's a massive, massive, massive vehicle. Look at the screen here with me right now. That's just a basic tractor.
That's a basic tractor, yeah.
That's easy.
Yes, it is.
For you, that's
very easy. That's a front end loader, so that's easy. That's easy.
For me, that's frightening.
Really?
Hello?
Okay.
I'm not driving.
I forget. You're like strictly automatic.
I'm not doing that. I would lose control. So what? You have brakes in that?
Yes, you have to have brakes in everything that's moving.
I agree with you on that. That's moving a little strangely for me though. But the 18-wheeler is what you aspire to be able to drive eventually and to be able to manage indeed. And so I commend you. I really, really do commend you. Did you have to have formal training to drive it? How did that go?
No.
Or just a driver's license?
You could start out with just a heavy duty, and then you could just practice on probably smaller trucks. But I practiced on everything that I could get my hands on. So it was never like, say I started from a small vehicle and go, I just whatever.
Went to it?
Yeah, just went.
Just like Carlos, he just went to it.
Yeah, full on.
Straight into photography,
Yes.
full on. Any regrets, Carlos, about this career choice of yours?
No, I don't have any. I don't have any. Sometimes I would say though, I do wonder what life would be like if I was an engineer. You know, what different path? Because I believe that, you know, we all have paths in life where they're not visible, but you know, we take them and you know they can lead to different destinations.
Yeah, we have many arteries in life, I think. We have a main road and then many arteries as well.
Correct.
You can choose all of them. What come back to you? You find yourself coming back to your main road all the time. It somehow brings you right back to that main road. Barbados is built in that same way.
Yes.
And so I think I like your main road because you're so good at what you do, Carlos. And you know, on socials you do some interesting things as well to keep us connected with the kind of work that you do as well. You're into fitness now.
Yeah.
What started that? Long story.
Okay, so
keep it short.
Yeah. All right. So basically, I was gaining too much weight, but again, my love for food and certain things, eating late, just not putting in the movement because you know we should move a lot more body parts. So I was gaining a lot of weight, and then I had some health concerns, and just decided that, you know what, it's time for a change because the older I get, I don't want to be carrying so much around. So
here's your brother. I agree with you completely on that. And so you've done well, you look well. If you see him all about, and you do see him all about, you know, this is Carlos. His name is Carlos. Don't just realize the cameraman, his name is Carlos. Say good morning or hi to Carlos wherever you are. He's everywhere all the time, and you'll see him a lot more at this crop over season as well, out and about getting busy, right?
Yeah, God willing.
Carlos is his name. Rashina is her name.
Yes.
Big truck driver. Indeed, big truck. Well done. Good to meet you. Congratulations on all that you're doing.
Thank you.
I hope that eventually you get the opportunity to drive that 18-wheeler and even more if time permits in your life.
Right.
But I want you to be safe as well as you go, okay?
Definitely.
And when you see me on the road, please give me wide berth. Allow me to go.
Just give me your license plate and I will just try to remember.
Just look for me. You'll see me in it.
All right,
Carlos,
no
as always, buddy.
Thank
all
you.
the best
All
for your
right.
future
Thank
endeavors,
you.
all right?
Thank you very much.
Good man.
Thank you.
It's 7 o'clock. We're taking a break here from the showroom of HK Barbados in Warrens, and we're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends in the festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered, and CBC News is on the ground for every
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Time for the news now as Barbados sits on a potential economic windfall. One economist is urging the government to proceed carefully as it pursues offshore oil and gas exploration. Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Energy and Business Carrie Simmons outlined the government's oil exploration initiative, saying the discovery could pump millions and billions of dollars into direct revenue into the country's economy. Economics lecturer at the University of the West Indies, Dr. Antonio Aline, weighed in on the development during an exclusive interview with Anesta Henry.
Economist Dr. Antonio Aline says offshore oil and gas exploration in Barbados has the potential to bring tremendous economic benefits for the country. Benefits which he says can potentially improve the island's stabilized economy.
Now, there is some minimum amount of ownership that will be established. As long as we don't have something as small as what Guyana has put itself into with those other oil drilling nations, there we can actually generate to see some of the benefits. There's some guaranteed or significant revenue that we can generate as a result of that. It could also, as I said, new industries. We could talk about job creations, and there's a number of benefits, and it could carry us into the billions.
While referring to escalating oil prices on the market, Dr. Aline says the development could also reduce Barbados' dependence on imported oil and natural gas.
We are an oil-dependent nation, so therefore we are pretty much challenged by every aspect of it, in terms of oil prices and so on. So we will become more or less energy independent, and therefore allowing us to operate on a more freer basis in terms of economic development and so on. We can push economic development at a faster pace. We will have greater income. So our import bill, we must be careful of that too as well. The import bill may go up, but at the end of the day, we'll be able to afford a number of other things.
But he notes that drilling for oil is a high-stakes endeavor, and he hopes government and the stakeholders who will be sitting at the negotiation table will carefully consider the risk before decisions are made. He says his biggest fear is an oil spill, which could cause catastrophic economic fallout for Barbados.
The thing about oil spill, right, is that one, it has environmental disasters on which we pledge to be more environmentally friendly and stuff like that. Two, the long-term effects are, there's extremely long-term effects, because the negative effects from that as a follow from thing would deter tourism, would affect the tourism industry tremendously, right? So those are something, and the other industries, the fishing industry is one, and it's all those other subsidiary industries that would have been generated as a result of the tourism industry would be under threat. And again, like I said, we preach environmental sustainability in this country. We are supposed to be be aggressive when it comes to climate change. We're supposed to be environmentally prudent in terms of our practices and policies.
The economist notes that while Guyana's oil and gas sector is experiencing unprecedented growth and Trinidad is seeking to revive its sector, Barbados may be in for some competition as it dives deep into this new venture.
As CARICOM in this initiative, right, I believe that these three countries, if Barbados do pursue oil drilling, along with Trinidad, who has the ability to process the raw crude oil and so on, Guyana, who can be also another supplier, we can actually, within the environment of the CARICOM region, can actually benefit as a whole group. Because rather than having the oil shipped externally and so on, yes, you have drillers, but the transport of crude oil can then be sent to Trinidad, and some sort of bilateral or trilateral arrangement amongst the three countries can foster better economic development processes than going independently, right, as us facing each other in terms of competition.
Barbados is offering 19 ultra-deepwater blocks to international energy companies, and a seismic survey suggests the area could hold over 13 billion barrels of oil and 40 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
Year-round employment opportunities are to become a reality at the newest hotel in Barbados. General Manager of the Royalton Investments Resort, Carl Bever, made that disclosure during a media tour of the property. Trevor Thorpe reports.
Royalton Investments General Manager Carl Bever says the new property was deliberately launched in June during the slow season with an occupancy rate of 40%. He says this was a strategic decision as this period is traditionally considered the low season in the hospitality industry in Barbados, allowing them to more easily address any issues that arise. Ms. Bever adds that they had also carefully listened to feedback from stakeholders and developed a comprehensive plan aimed at effectively countering the seasonal fluctuations and boosting occupancy throughout the year.
We want to create a brand and develop it into where the people of Barbados that work in vessels experience year-round jobs. 98% of our workforce is from Barbados. And then we have a program of development for the people that come into Barbados, come into vessels. We've seen a lot of people that, when we interviewed them and we did job fairs, left employment because of stagnation, because there wasn't opportunities. They saw people coming in above them. And I really feel that this is the one industry where you can start at the bottom and work your way up to the top. My first job in the industry was washing dishes in a restaurant, and I managed to become a general manager.
He says their approach is proactive to ensure sustained success.
We held back on bookings for the next 3 months, like I said, but I can tell you when we hit high season, we're pacing ahead of every other hotel in the group. So we're looking forward to a very exciting full season, high season when we come.
Mr. Bever also says that various preparations and final touches are underway to ensure everything meets the highest standards.
Our focus is getting the experience right and delivering it, but obviously we have to pay the bills and our staff have to benefit from being a Vessels employee. So we're looking at some pretty full occupancies over the winter season.
The general manager says the team at the 220-room resort is completing fine details, design elements, safety inspections and staff training to guarantee a seamless and exceptional experience for guests. Trevor Thorpe, CBC News.
Insurance companies continue to lose millions in dollars as a result of rising accident claims, a concerning situation which is not only taking a significant hit on the pockets of insurance companies, but is also causing their staff to cry out about having to carry a heavy workload. Claims manager at Cooperators General Insurance, Michael Holder, spoke to that matter with Anesta Henry.
Rising accident claims are causing insurance companies to bleed financially, as Barbados averages around 15 collisions per day. Claims manager at Cooperators General Insurance, Michael Holder, says many of these accidents continue to be caused by distracted driving.
We're seeing a lot of accidents happening where somebody's exiting the side road and they collide with someone on the main road. We see a lot of rear-end collisions. We see improper overtaking. So it says to us that there is a degree of impatience and inattentiveness on the road. We're also seeing cases where a lot of the motorists are reporting that the other person were on his cell phone.
Last year, the General Insurance Association of Barbados reported insurers paid out $86.6 million in claims for death and serious injury in 2024, a payout which was $1.6 million more than 2023. Mr. Holder says the availability of vehicle parts is also proven to be a challenge for the industry.
Not only for the grey market vehicles, the vehicles that are not imported by the dealerships, but basically all vehicles, there's a challenge with obtaining parts. And in some cases, we're being told that parts can take 3 to 4 months to get here, and that comes with a cost. So everything looked at, not only the availability of the parts, but the number of accidents. And then when you look at the personal injury of people getting injured, combined, this is having a negative impact to the industry.
Despite the financial hemorrhaging insurance companies are experiencing, Mr. Holder says that they are trying to avoid increasing premiums to their policyholders.
This is something that we want to avoid. So if the accidents can, be reduced, then we can either maybe hold strain on any premium increase or in time look at reduction. But as it stands right now, because of the number of accidents, one of the options companies are looking at is to maybe have an increase in premiums if it continues.
As of September 2024, police officers no longer attend to vehicular accidents except in cases of serious injuries, fatalities, mass casualty events, breaches of the peace, or refusals to exchange information, among other special considerations. Mr. Holder says that this is giving rise to another problem.
In some cases, they may, and we've seen this, they may give you a name and address, and then when you write to say, well, hey, you've caused this accident, we're looking for you to compensate the party, the mail is returned. They're giving us a wrong name and a wrong address.
Police reported 4,472 accidents in 2024. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
Sports now. The West Indies have lost the first ODI against Sri Lanka in Jamaica. The visitors set into bat yesterday at Sabina Park piled up an amazing and imposing 303 for 7 off their 50 overs, thanks mainly to a 136-run second wicket partnership between Nasanka and Mendes. Nasanka top scored with 79, that included 9 fours and a 6, while player of the match Mendes contributed 72. The Windies, Matthew Ford took 2 for 44, Roston Chase 2 for 47, Jaden Seals 2 for 67. Now chasing that score, the Windies fell on 262 in 49.2, losing by 41 runs. Shea Hope top scored with 56, inclusive of 2 fours and 2 sixes, while Justin Graves added 45. Shamira took 4 for 65. The second ODI is set for Saturday. That's a look at news and sports until now. More news and sports coming up at noon on TV8. Morning Barbados continues live from Inchcape, Barbados in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the crop over and summer vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show you say nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing. right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Well, we're outside right now with Robin Pryor, who is the founder and chief executive officer of the Abagawa Group. I know you've heard the name in the news, and so we want to take some time to get know more about the group and the work they've been doing here in Barbados as well. Robin, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, yeah.
Could you bring the mic a little closer to your mouth?
Yes.
Right, so into the freshness of the morning you
yes,
are.
Well, it's beautiful here today, actually. Yeah, it's lovely, yeah.
What is your take on Barbados? You've been here a little while now.
We've been here for 6 years now, actually, yeah, and we just love coming here and building our business. We started off initially doing work in the archives department, and then we did some work with the registration department, and then we did some work for the National Library Services.
You're a digital specialist.
Yes.
And so digitization is what you do.
Yes.
And you formed your own company. You brought the company to Barbados as well. Is that what I'm hearing?
That's correct, yes, we do. We're a UK-based company, but we've had offices in Australia, Africa, Europe, but we see a huge potential in the Caribbean region because there's a lot of paper-based processes here, and we can help automate that and get the efficiencies of scale as well as reduce the admin burden. Yeah.
And I'm glad you went there because oftentimes you hear digitization, you think scanning.
Yes.
Digitization is
way more
not
than that.
scanning. Precisely.
Yeah. Scanning is one small element of a whole package. Yeah.
So give me the depth. How deep do you go really when it comes to digitization of records specifically?
Well, the whole thing about making paper-based information to digital is to make it accessible. And what we do is make it accessible because we translate the written text on the page to things that can be searched upon and retrieved very rapidly. So when you've got millions of documents, trying to find something really quickly can be a real problem, whereas with our technology you can find it almost immediately.
So how do you do that? Do you design a format into which information is input and then it populates the space?
No, we just take raw documents and we put it through a process called optical character recognition, and that allows us then to put in search terms, anything you want to find, and it will match anything that is in the archive basically, and it'll put it in sequential order. So it means you could find anything really quickly, and that's ideal for government-based information where they want that information really quickly and they want it precisely and accurately.
Does it also show up gaps in information?
It can show up gaps in the information, and quite often that happens. Things get misfiled or they get put in the wrong place, and it will identify that, yes.
What's been your experience so far, though, working and designing systems or even developing those systems in a significant way for Barbados?
It's fine. It's really good. We're actually developing new systems. We've done training programs here for staff, for conservation work. I mean, some of the stuff in the archives goes back to 1645. So we've been, we've provided that expertise to train the people internally. And bookbinding, that was another thing we did too, yeah.
So your company is here in Barbados. It's based in the Wilde area.
It is, yes.
And you've got a cohort of how many people thus far trained?
We have 40 full-time staff now, and we're just about to take on probably another 15. As we grow and get bigger, etc. Barbados is our hub for the Caribbean and will continue to be so. And we will grow our business from here. We've already been to St. Lucia, we were in Guyana last week, we're going to St. Vincent. So we're really kind of expanding as we go along here, yeah.
So the Caribbean really has been a ripe, fertile ground to plough.
Very much so, yeah. And it's good our reputation is getting behind us now because people are starting to understand who we are, what we do and the expertise we have, yeah.
So in other words, when you come with the idea, you've been accepted and received well across the region.
Yes.
So the final outcome is to make access to information far more painful, less
painful
for a lot of people.
Yeah,
and so you want to make it accessible.
Yes.
So how does it work at the end of the day? Because information is information, and for a lot of people, information is valuable.
Yes.
So how do you see it all working so that it becomes accessible, or is it accessible to the wider public, or just to certain people?
Well, the whole idea is to make it accessible to the people who really need it.
Or just those who need it.
That could be the population in general, or it could be specific government departments or agencies, or people trying to pull information together to do some sort of analysis, etc. So basically, it depends what the customer wants. We can design and provide and enhance that side of things, yeah.
With the protections involved.
Yes. We have international standards, so we comply with ISO 9001, which is the data, that's the quality management system, and 27001 is a data management system that covers secure data.
So how long have you been doing this generally, Abergour Group?
Well, our track record goes back over 25 years.
Wow.
Abergour, as a company, have been doing it about 14 years now, yeah. And we've got all sorts of fantastic clients, people like the London Stock Exchange. We did some work for Morgan Stanley. We've done work for the British Library, the National Archives, the United Nations, the Australian War Memorial. So we've been around, and we're growing that sort of infrastructure in these different countries, yeah.
You've dropped some really good names that we know well, so you instill us with the confidence in what you're doing as well. But let's hear a little bit about you, Robin.
Okay.
What got you involved in this kind of work?
Well, I've always been involved in sales and marketing, and I used to work for a big company that did very high-speed data capture operations, and that lent itself to moving into then capturing data from paper. And I always wanted to run my own company, and when the company I used to work for got bought over by an American company, I decided I wanted to do it myself and really take it on. So that was back in 1999 when I did that, yeah.
At that time, did it feel like a risk?
It did, actually. It felt quite a big risk, actually, because we had to borrow quite a bit of money to get it all started. But it took off really quickly. I mean, we won the best new company year 2000 from the Bank of Scotland, yeah.
Wow. So ever since then, you've been growing. And now the Caribbean is what you're conquering next.
Yes.
And what would that require? Would that require your meeting with government officials or just company heads? How does it work?
Well, both government officials and company heads. So government officials have like tender processes, etc. We hopefully can help focus what really needs to be done. We do an assessment and give some advice, etc. And we can do some consultancy too, because of our experience and capabilities, etc. You probably know we're doing a really big project here for the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Yeah. So right now we've digitised 80,000 records, and we've done over 4 million scans now on that one.
To the businessman who has not yet got on board the digitization process, who sits and thinks, it's just a waste of time, just pull the record from the filing cabinet and let's go from there. Or I just don't want to have to displace anyone because they hear that digitization displaces. What do you say to them?
Not necessarily. It means you can upscale and upvalue your staff rather than searching through paper-based records and filing cabinets all day. That is a really boring task, and it takes forever to do. You'd be better using the people to actually grow your business or be more efficient in what they can do to bring your costs down and make your service go up. So that we help people do that.
So you offer training, but you also offer the service. So in other words, if you can't do it yourself, Abergour can do it for you.
Exactly, yeah. And one of the unique parts of what we do is we do everything.
Yes.
We don't outsource anything to any third party. So basically, we take complete control and responsibility for that. And we're unique in that process because the customer only needs to come to us and we can do it all. And if there's a problem, we sort it immediately.
And that's relationship, right?
Yes.
All right, so you're leaving this afternoon to come back?
I'm back next month again, yeah.
Okay.
I've just been here 5 weeks, but yes, it's just flown by actually, yeah.
So is it what, you're thirsting for the cold climb again? Is that what it
definitely
is?
not, no, I like this. Who wouldn't, yeah. I go for a swim every morning, it's fantastic.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've immersed yourself so far in the Barbadian culture?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Where have you been? What are some of the things you've been doing?
Well, we did the tour of the distillery thing. We've swam with the turtles.
Wow.
You know, we've been on the beaches, you know, toured around in the car and stuff. Fantastic restaurants here.
Yes.
A really good nightlife. I mean, what's not to love about it?
What do you say to your friends and families or colleagues abroad about Barbados?
Well, they all want to come. You know, they want to take my cases and stuff. Yeah. They all want to come here.
So it's all good report.
Yeah. There's no shortage of volunteers.
At all. We wish you a very safe trip back.
Thank you
and
very
we're looking
much.
forward to your return.
Well,
but we're excited about the work that the Abergour Group is doing in Barbados for Barbadians.
Yeah.
And then your expansion into the region we're excited about as well. So we can't wait to see where else it takes you too. So Robin, it's wonderful meeting you this morning safely.
thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
You. Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Thanks.
Robin Pryor, who is the founder and chief executive officer of the Abagawa Group. You know them well in the name because they've been in the news as the ones who've been digitizing the records for government, but primarily the biggest one has been the records at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, now making access to that information far more easy for those who have to. We're taking a break here from the roundabout at Inchcape, Barbados, and we're coming right back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When it sounds sweet, it could be a lime or a fet. We ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real and
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Into Festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a pet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then realize.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados will love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
The devastating effects on families for lives lost to gun violence are real. By now, someone you know must have been impacted by the senseless acts of gun violence. Join us on June 6th for the 2026 Tyrese Caesar Foundation 5K Walk and Run. Give your support to the movement to end gun violence and be counted in as part of the Peace Pact. Let's do this and show love and support for surviving relatives in times of need. Sign up at www.tyresecaesar.foundation. Purchase your shirts every Saturday at Sky Mall. We want to see you at the Commonwealth School on June 6th at 3 p.m.
What you just saw is a very serious message, so serious that again, we're having that walk and run for peace. And in doing so, we are honoring the memory of a young man who himself was a subject to gun violence. And so joining us as we look at the Caesar Foundation is my good friend, Tyrese Caesar Foundation, my good friend and Jackie Caesar. Jackie, good morning.
Good morning to you
as well. You brought along your marketing coordinator in Arlene Watson and a young man in Arlington, Daniel. Arlington, good morning to you as well. Jackie, here we are. It's the 4th annual. It feels like it's been the forever annual because it's had such a tremendous impact. And the theme this year, I think, is such a critical theme. Could you share that with the audience?
Yes, this year our theme is...
Just bring the mic up closer.
This year our theme is Peace Pact. Count me in. We're seeking to hold persons accountable. We're seeking to get them realize that they are a part of this mission for peace. So the onus is on you to keep peace, keep a peaceful community. So we are encouraging persons to come out and walk with us. So we've made the point that associations, schools, businesses, churches, we're all in this peace pact together to bring about peace across our nation.
So we want people to say, count me in.
Count me in.
Count me in for good and count me in with doing good as well. In other words, count me out of the other bit.
Yes.
And you want to count me in because life, do you feel at times as if you've been talking about this for forever and you don't feel as if there's a change that you're seeking to see?
I see that in two ways. I see the evil as a lot of persons reach out to me personally, and I also get to see some of the success stories where persons have turned around their lives.
Good.
So it is working and it is taking up momentum. So we are doing a lot more and we are seeing a lot more successes.
What's different this year, Arlene, about what the Peace Walk and Run is all about?
I think, first off, let me say thank you so much for having us. What's different this year, we're seeing more young persons getting involved. I have seen a large selection of older people who would have bought into the vision that it is important. Smaller corporations, smaller businesses, they're saying, I want to do something. They're giving donations. And even the average person on the street, they're asking, how can I help? What can I do? We just had someone just today said to us, I want to work with the organization. I see the benefit and I want to get involved. So get the messages out there. We're getting brand recognition and persons are getting more involved.
Break down the logistics to this year's Walk and Run.
So the logistics,
when you say logistics, I want to be sure what you're referring to.
I know for sure that shirts are on sale.
Yes.
Let's start from there. Where are shirts on sale and when are shirts on sale?
Okay, so most of our pop-up shops would have passed already, but today we are going to have, today and tomorrow, we'll have shirts available at Sky Mall from, I think, 9:30 until 6:30. And the sizes are still available for adults. That's $35. For children, it's $25. And we also have some shirts at Power in the Blood Assembly. That's on Q Road. You can also pop in there to get shirts also.
Today and tomorrow?
Today and tomorrow.
All right, fine. Sky Mall or the Power in the Blood Assembly.
Yes.
There's two locations indeed. And then on Saturday, we assemble for?
We assemble on Saturday at 3 p.m. We're going to have a warm-up session first, and then we get right into our walk and run. And we're there until 7:30. So the walk begins at Combermere and it ends at Combermere. It's going to be an easy walk for most people. So we ask you to come out and get involved.
Build some energy, but build a passion for seeing the peace that we're talking about. Count me in. It's a peace pact we're trying to develop, one with the other and with our general community as well. And so this is a very important initiative that we want to encourage all of you to be a part. What's your role, Arlington?
Hi, good morning, Pearson. Pleasure to be here this morning. And my role is to be a living example to show that change is real, because my life is a testimony to change. I actually was on the other side of the equation when it comes to the violence and the guns. I was actually a perpetrator of violence. I actually was one of the youths who were misguided on the streets carrying guns and shooting and, making Barbados an unsafe place. And I believe God entered my life for a reason, to make a difference so that I can show that my fellow brethren and sisters that are out there in the struggle that may be going through violent situation or feel like that's the only way that change is possible. Because I was charged for shooting police officers. I was charged for heinous offenses. And, going through the journey, some people thought there would be no hope for me. Some people thought I would never change. Some people thought I would die young. But I believe that once you have the passion and you have the drive for change and you get to see, because sometimes people don't see life the way, they see life a certain way, but sometimes it takes, encouragement and from good people to give you a better view on life. And that's why I thank the nation, I thank Barbados, because there are very prominent people in society that actually took time out of their life to come to the prison, to come to minister to us and to show us a better way. And it got through to me. So that's why I really support programs like this, because I can see that change is possible, change is real. And instead of picking up the gun, we could pick up life, pick up love, pick up something that can benefit, the nation, instead of build it, instead of kill it, So my purpose here is to show that, yes, I am here and I am standing, I'm accountable for my actions, but I am here to show you that change is possible and change is here for the better.
How difficult or easy was it to change your point of view? Because you started, as you said, as one of the bad boys. You were a perpetrator and nobody could tell you anything. But somehow some voice got through to you. How easy was that to hear the voice of change?
What I can say is that we are all humans beings, we are all simple beings. Sometimes life throws curveballs at us and it causes us to mistrust life or mistrust people, situations, traumatic situations that people have been through. Sometimes it takes someone who's just willing to listen, who just accepts you for who you are. And when someone that's going on a really dark life, sometimes they will feel like if people who don't even think that they are positive or they can do anything good, so they put up a defense or put up a kind of to be tough. But really and truly, all of us sometimes need just a little ear, just someone who can show that care.
Right.
And from there,
it goes. And so it's working, Jackie. It's really working. We're seeing a life change, and one by one, we can see lives change across this island. We want to see the change that we want to be a part of, but we want you to be a part of the peace pact. So count yourself in, and counting yourself in means you support the Tyree Caesar Foundation in this walk and run. And it's not a race; it's a symbol of how together as a community we can do something about it. This doing something in this instance is the walk and run. And so there are opportunities for children as well to be a part, right? Because I think we need to teach.
We went out to the schools. We sent out information to the schools and churches and various associations. Actually, we're seeing a lot more associations come forward. Volleyball, jiu-jitsu, a whole set, they're coming forward. And it's catching on. Persons are becoming more aware, and they want their teen members and the youth in the associations to become involved.
Right, so there's group purchase and all the rest of it. But you know us in Barbados, we say, wait, well, hold on, we're watching the money. So we're figuring, okay, what do they do with the money? So what do they do with the money?
Well, just let me add, we have special rates for groups. And what do we do with the money? We have a number of initiatives, a number of programs. We have the Here For You counseling program. That's an 8-week counseling session for persons suffering with trauma, persons who experience the gun violence firsthand. And we are in our 6 weeks of the 8 weeks, and then we will repeat it. We also have the HYPE Foundation, HYPE, helping young people excel. And we meet every third Saturday at Sky Mall in their conference center, and we work with a group of young people. We also have our Peace program where we go out to the schools, primary, secondary, wherever. We've been doing some of the churches as well, and some businesses have reached out. And we've been doing the Peace promotion where we go in, we look at violence, all types of violence, not only gun violence, bullying, etc. And that's been going very, very well. And we also have the latest addition, Hope, helping others pursue education. So persons who experience gun violence, they may have lost their dad. We have the scholarship program where we've sent on information to the university, Barbados Community College, SJPP, and we are willing to assist those persons. We are also willing to assist persons who would have picked up a program, say, let's say criminology, something that will help us in society along those lines to manage the violence. So those are just a few of our programs that we are offering, and we've been doing quite a bit of work in that space.
You're doing great work in all the spaces indeed. And so, Jackie, I want to commend you and the team. But folks, I want to remind you, it's this Saturday. This Saturday, we gather for 3 at Combermere. We warm up, and then we hit the road and come back and we warm down. We have conversations with Arlington and his team. You're going to be having conversations with the people, right? With the young men in our community. We want you to be a part of this indeed. Find another more meaningful way to have you spend your time. And so this is an initiative by the Tyrese Caesar Foundation where you can now do something far more meaningful. And in doing that, you engage with others who have been where you are and who would want to lead you to somewhere far better. And Arlington will be there to be able to do so, along with the team from the Tyrese Caesar Foundation. I encourage you to go into Sky Mall today, tomorrow, and also to the...
There will be some on site.
Right, Power in the Blood Assembly as well. And also on Saturday, there's some more shirts on sale. Your purchase of a shirt goes a long way to the tremendous programs being done by the Tyrese Caesar Foundations. And so $35 for the big people like us. There's the children prices as well. But group rates are also available. So for large organizations, small organizations, church groups, youth groups, any organization, you can pool together and you can come have your group rates as well. But reach out. And again, how can we reach out, Arlene?
www.tyresecaesar.foundation. That's our website. Let me say that again, www.tyresecaesar.foundation. We also have our Instagram, TC Caesar Foundation, and you can also find us on Facebook as well. If you want to reach us by telephone, it's 236-0664.
Simple Simon met the pipe, and you're getting one of these shirts. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. I've got my own size, and so therefore there's a size that fits you as well. So I encourage you to get your shirt today or as soon as possible. Thank you so much again, and all the best.
Thank you for having
us.
The
4th edition of the Tyrese Caesar Foundation Walk and Run. We're back with more from Inchcape, Barbados on Morning Barbados in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, Festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, in the festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
You know the time, and so because you know the time, you know that traffic is building right here at the Darcy Scott roundabout in Warrens. And as it builds, that means that your commute into Bridgetown or into wherever else you're going will be a little bit challenged. So do take your time and just navigate the areas very, very carefully. I'm meeting now with a young woman who has taken on a business that means a lot to a lot of you. And if it doesn't, then you will find out why it should. Her name is Zakia Watson, and she is the founder and owner of Captivant Aesthetics.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How do you do?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Tell me a little bit about your business. What is it and the services that you provide?
So I'm a licensed esthetician. I've been a licensed esthetician for 7 years. So I offer full body waxing services. So head to toe waxing. I get the skin right, smooth, soft, supple, perfect.
You know, we hear that and we think, ouch.
Right.
you don't say that.
It's not as bad as it sounds. I'm very gentle. I consider myself a gentle waxer. All my clients rave about how good I am.
So the process to do so, whether you're very hairy on the chest or otherwise, and so therefore you're saying if you're not uncomfortable with that because you have to display yourself, you can provide that service.
Yes.
And you make it very easy for us to do,
Yes.
and smooth
Yes.
is the result.
Yes. I talk the clients through the whole process.
How many men, I'm just asking from my perspective now, really show up for this service?
I get a lot of men.
Really?
Full back, stomachs, nose, brows.
Everywhere.
Yes.
It's just a good word to use. Everywhere.
Yes.
So where there is hair, there's the possibility of getting the waxing done by you.
Absolutely.
And generally, naturally, women tend to come for the service anyway.
Yeah, my top clients are women.
Indeed. We're into the crop over season now, where a lot of body is going to be on display.
Yeah.
Just for the revelry alone. Do you find that there is a space for the kind of service that you offer at this time of year?
Absolutely. This will get the women perfect and men perfect and ready for crop over, revealing soft, smooth, supple skin, no hairs, just perfect.
Yeah. You live in Florida.
I do.
Do you have a business in Barbados as well?
No, my business is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay.
However, I'm connected to Barbados through my father. Yes.
So you're on holiday?
Yes, I am.
How's it been so far
It's
for you?
been good. I love Barbados. I'm always here.
She's not the Barbadian.
No.
So both of you are experiencing Barbados together as well as you
Yes.
come. How often do you come, by the way?
I come at least once or twice a year. Now that I started my business, it's a little harder to get here as often as I'd like.
But would you consider starting a business in Barbados?
I would definitely expand and come to Barbados.
Have you begun discussions on that?
Not as yet.
What?
People have been telling me though.
Okay.
They've been been in my ear about it. So I
Okay.
think maybe it's time to get the ball rolling on that one.
Of course, I mean, after all, you're providing a service which you know that everyone, doesn't matter where you're from, would want.
Absolutely.
And as you offer the results that are supposed to be smooth and soft and silky and all the rest of it, a natural yes,
Yes.
to your product as it goes, indeed. And so with your training, that means if you're going to bring your brand, you have to train others as well.
Oh, I would love to.
You're preparing to do so?
Yeah, I would love to.
Mhm.
And I would love to offer like services where I would go to clients as well. I could do that too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very versatile. Like
Right.
while I'm here, like if someone wants to get waxed, I would definitely go to their like on site to their
Right.
location.
Hair is hair, or is hair different depending on who?
Hair
it
can
is?
be different depending on the process. Like if a person was shaving, then the hair is going to be a little more coarse. But the waxing thins the hairs out and it softens up the texture of your hair.
So if you have coarse hair because you've been shaving,
Mhm.
then perhaps the process of waxing helps to reverse that somewhat.
Yes, it'll thin it out and it'll
Mhm.
soften the hair and make it less dense. That's why people like it and the results are long lasting. So
Oh.
your hair won't grow in as fast versus like shaving.
I started with the ouch when I heard of
Yeah.
waxing, but it's while you're removing hair through waxing, at the
Mhm.
same time you're providing a salve to that experience once it's removed. Are you?
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm asking that within the context of people tend to think, oh, you can find yourself in harm's way having taken a wax.
Not at all. Very
Mhm.
gentle. It's all about the process. I have to prep the skin. So it's a whole thing that I explain to all of my clients. So what I use is like oils, protective things to put on the barrier so
Mhm.
that when I'm removing the hair, it won't feel as harsh on the skin.
But when it's all done, the hair is exposed because the hair covered. Now it's like, am I open up to infection of any sort?
No, not at all. And then after I use the products to also kill bacteria. So I'm very
Ah.
thorough. I'm very clean.
And that's comforting to know indeed. So while you've been here, what have you been up to?
I am here to celebrate my parents' 40th
Oh,
anniversary.
congratulations, mommy.
Yes. So that's
Mhm.
why I'm here. And Barbados is home to me. So this is
Yes.
not my first time. So I'm always here. I've done everything there is to do.
When you say Barbados is like home to you, what does that mean?
I've been-
I don't understand because it is home for me. But as the one who comes here, what does it mean?
I come often. My dad's side is from Barbados.
Mhm.
So I'm always like visiting my family, doing things, going out and about, hitting up all my favorite spots. So when I say
Right.
home, I'm here so much, it doesn't feel like I'm not from here, even though I
Ah.
wasn't born here.
Okay. You do the Bajan things.
Yes.
And part of doing the Bajan things is eating the Bajan way. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Like what? What do you love to eat?
I like fish from Oyston.
Sister.
I do. I like the macaroni pie.
My sister again.
Yes,
Keep
the
going.
rice and peas.
Mhm.
But I'm a light eater, so like
I don't care. You
I'm
like what I like.
I like vegetables. Give me
Mhm.
variety.
Yes.
Mainly the fresh fish. I do love the fresh
Okay.
fish.
For entertainment, what do you do?
Entertainment, like here.
I don't. Yeah. Here.
I haven't really been on the entertainment
That's all
scene.
right.
I need someone to introduce me to something, maybe.
Well, a lot of these young men, they tend to do that. I'm a church boy. So that's my entertainment. And in terms of places for relaxation, is it the beach?
Yes.
Really?
How did you know?
Because
I'm
I
a
know
beach
you guys.
person. No, I love the beach.
Which is your favorite?
I like Dover. I
Mhm.
like Paynes Bay. I like just how serene it is.
So we could find you there.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. When you see her, look, her name is Zakia.
Yes,
Say, hi,
Zakia.
Zakia. I saw you on TV. Girl, it's good to see you on the beach. Indeed.
yes.
And so that's life in Barbados, life in the Caribbean in general. Are you also, with your business, contemplating taking the franchise across the region? Because we'd like to buy from each other.
Yes, I love the support. I would definitely do that. A lot of people have been mentioning that to me. So that's something that I can see possibly doing in the near future.
I really think you should because,
Yes.
as I said, we love to buy from each other. Once we know it's from us, we will support us.
And that's important.
Indeed, and that is important indeed. And so reception generally in Florida to your business, what's your client receptive, has people into your service?
My clients are booming. They love me. I've also been honored by Google
Mhm.
to be the
Oh,
top waxer
congratulations.
in my city. That's something major. I have tons of Google reviews, before and after pictures. I'm very thorough. All my clients, I treat them like family. I explain everything. I'm very friendly, warm, opening, receptive. And I just love what I do. I feel like the clients can sense that. I make people feel comfortable. I listen to them.
Right.
I'm open to them. And people connect with other people.
That is beautiful to
Yes.
hear. As a young businesswoman, though, I mean, you're still quite young.
I
And
am.
here that here it is. You're operating your business. How does that feel to you at this stage of your life to be the owner of your business?
It was divine timing.
Mhm.
Honestly, it was meant to be. I've had my share of working for others, and deep down inside, I always knew what I wanted to do. And so everything aligned the way it's supposed to this year. So I made it happen.
Wow. But getting it started, how was that?
I was just determined, overly zealous. I wasn't taking no as an option. I just kept going.
Mhm.
I just saw the finish line and I saw what I wanted to accomplish. And I still have many things that I would like to accomplish.
Wow. You know, mothers tend to put the guardrails right away. Are you sure? Should you this? Why don't you that? All of those kinds of things. Did you have that with mommy?
No, my family, they were on board. My parents are super supportive. I'm the only child. And
That is why they're super supportive.
Well, some people don't have that story.
True.
But my dad is an entrepreneur. And so I feel like I was inspired by him, and he's always been telling me that I can go for it. I've never been told no. Like, I've always been told I can do what I would like to do in life.
How much of your father are you?
What do you mean? Well, my mom tells me that I remind...
Am I right, mommy? She says yes.
That is so funny. She says that I remind her, like, of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sensing too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sensing.
Strong-willed.
And that's okay to be. And so I'm sure he's very, very proud of you.
Yes, he is.
Very proud of you. You know, he would give the world just for you. And because you're his one girl, he will give even more than the world just for you.
Yes.
And so that relationship with your father, yes, with your mother as well, but with your father is going to be so very, very, very meaningful. And I think you're a wonderful example for a lot of people who are struggling at times to have that bond of what it can result in should we have that bond. And so with Father's Day coming up, hint, hint, have you decided anything that you want to do for Daddy? Don't tell me what the secret is.
I have something in the works. I don't want to
don't tell me.
expose my plans, but I have something in the works.
There's something in the works, Daddy, indeed.
Yes.
And so, is this something you do all the time every year, generally, to surprise others, or is this a special year?
It's a special year, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I do some things, sometimes I don't, but it's a special
But somehow this year you want to do something.
Yes, it's time to give back as much as I can.
Amen to that, sister. Amen to that. It's time to give back as much as you can. And I know that there are families who are watching today who are thinking, she's such a good girl. You're not always a good girl. You have your moments. We are people. But at the same time, you're respectful of your parents.
I am.
And you understand what that is. And you understand what business means in terms of having a right headset to be able to achieve exactly what it is that you want to achieve. And part of that achievement is over time to establish yourself here and then in the region as well.
Yes, I would love to.
So how can we find you on socials?
I'm on all socials at Captivant, CAPTIVANT, Aesthetics, ESTHETICS. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok, Google, I'm everywhere.
You're everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
She's everywhere, but you know what? She can wax everywhere for you as well.
I'm good at what I do.
She's really good at what she does.
I am.
And she promises you a result that is soft and silky and smooth and everlasting and most memorable.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank
good to meet
you
you.
for having me.
You're
It was so
very
nice
welcome.
meeting you.
As well. Her name is Zakia Watson.
yes.
And the business name is?
Captivant Aesthetics.
There you go. Find her on socials and book her. Book her services. And next time you're visiting Florida, perhaps you might want to have your service there, but look out for her coming to Barbados really, really soon. I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay with us.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, that's it for today, folks. Don't forget, today, Thursday, is Q Day. That means Q in the community is at the Rock Hall Freedom Village. Rock Hall Freedom Village. We have a lot in store for you right there. It begins at 11 and it goes until you're ready to go home. You determine the time that you want to leave. The broadcast on QFM starts at noon, but there's a lot happening at the CBC as well this week, and so if time permits, tomorrow I'll tell you a lot more about it. Until then, my crew wishes you a wonderful day, and we hope to see you tomorrow, real soon, here at Inchcape Barbados in Warrens.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning, Barbados, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, 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 morning.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a line. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real Andy.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Into Festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8, we are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who's really made the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a pet. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real action.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Into Festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the